What's up guys, it's Zach here from Homebrew. Welcome back to another video. Apologies, this is going to be another short one because life's got a bit busy at the moment. I haven't had time to brew, but I'm hoping to get some grain to glass videos up again soon. Today we're going to have a very quick look at counter pressure bottle filling. So filling bottles from a Kegerator. I've got the Kegland Nuka Tap counter pressure bottle filler, which has been a good bit of kit for me so far. You can pick them up for between 35 and 45 pound at the moment. This sort of style one are brilliant if you only bottle from your Kegerator every now and again, which is what I do. It's for like the odd competition or giving a bottle to a mate. They're not really wall mountable or anything like that. If you're going to be doing a significant amount of bottling from your Kegerator, I'll probably advise getting one of the fancier ones that you can actually mount to a wall or a table and do it that way. But for the odd bit of bottling, these are perfect. The Kegland one, they all kind of work roughly the same, but they're pretty simple. The easiest way, and I'll go into why when I actually fill, is to attach it with a length of tubing, so that'll go onto your tap. This screws into the top here, and that will allow it to flow, the beer to flow into this thing. It's got a telescopic rod, so it will fit a bunch of different bottle sizes. It's got a gas input, and this side is like a pulley out seal thing. It also twists on the dial there. That allows you to dial in exactly how much CO2 you want escaping from the bottle. I will show you how it all works in a minute. But in short, you would hook this up to your tap, so you've got beer flowing in from the top. You'd have a gas source that comes in here, which would be at the same PSI as your keg. You would use this button on the top here to purge your bottle. So because of the CO2 source, it will push CO2 down here into the bottom of your bottle. You would then create a seal on the bottle. So imagine your bottle's there, put a little bit more head pressure in. And then as you fill from the bottom, the CO2 that's in the bottle will slowly come out of here. And with the top pressure, you won't get much foaming or head at all. So you can fill your bottle all the way up, next to no oxygen ingress, and it'll be absolutely full. If you tried to do this just from your tap, you just get a bottle full of foam and head. Trust me, it does not work. All in all, good bit of kit, as I say, but let's have a look at how it works. Right, onto the filling itself then. As with anything homebrewing related, sanitation is key. I've given everything a good spray down with Star Sun already. I've got a fully cleaned, sanitized bottle at the ready, and I will just keep spraying that as and when I need it. As you can see, I've gone for the fitting that screws into your tap, bit of tubing down to the actual bottle filler. They do make an attachment that sits in there and lets you plug it directly into the tap. Works well, but not on a Kegerator, because with it being there, it becomes very difficult to get a bottle and then off. You have to take the whole unit out. So I find this way is much easier for filling. Using it is pretty simple, really. We'll get into that now. So you want the telescopic rod all the way out for now, because obviously you want it there. You'll see why in a second. Another spray down. The very first time you use it, I would run a bit of beer through into a glass so it's out of the way, but I've already done that, so I know it's fine. So I'm trying to do this left-handed, so I keep my hands out of the way. Sanitize bottle in, and then push your bottle filler in. Don't go all the way down though, leave it off ever so slightly, and then we're going to purge it for 5 seconds. That allows us to get rid of any oxygen that's in the bottle. Once that's done, push it down and make a seal. So we want a bit of physical pressure pushing down on this to hold it there, and we're going to purge it again for a second or two. That just puts a little bit of pressure in the bottle. Close that down a little bit. There's a wheel on the side here. If you open it, it lets more gas out. If you keep it closed, it lets less out. So I want that just to stay open. And then it's just a case of pouring it. What you want is it to pour fairly slowly with a very small head. It's not always possible to get it just right. That's not working very well. I'm going to close that down. There, I've closed it down, it's pouring better now, but you can see there I've got quite a lot of head in there, which isn't ideal. It's not the end of the world. We can just keep pushing it out like that until it's full of beer. Bit messy. And that is now filled with beer with no oxygen. That wasn't the best example because I had a little bit too much pressure coming out of there, so I've had to clamp it down. As I say, you should get less head than that. But before you take the actual end off, just pull the little valve slowly and just release that excess CO2, otherwise it will end up fizzing everywhere. Do it slowly. Because if you just pull the unit out, it will just fizz up. Then pop it out slowly. And that is a nicely filled bottle with no oxygen, ready to stick a cap on. Right, capping then. Mega simple, use whatever cap you've got. I've got one of the big bench cappers. I just find them easier to use, quicker and just better, but any capper will work absolutely fine. As before, give everything a quick spray down. Give your cap a quick spray down. Stick your cap in, get it all set up and ready. Little tip for a bit of extra oxygen prevention. Keep a spoon on hand. Give it a little tap on the side. This is really good for beers like New England IPAs, or really oxygen sensitive beers if you are bottling them, because they are very tricky. Give it a little tap and you'll see a head starting to come out. As soon as you see the bubbles, cap on foam. That's exactly what breweries do with canning lines. It just means, because obviously that foam is full of CO2, etc. There's no oxygen in there. If we cap on that, we can almost get rid of all of the oxygen. Works really well. I have had good success with New England IPAs when I have bottled them for competition doing it this way. Yeah, that's how I do it. I don't bottle from the Kegerator too often, but that little Kegland Nuka Tap thing, whatever it's called, I've forgotten what it's called now. Decant pressure bottle filler anyway. Works brilliantly for that. Not had any issues with it. If you enjoyed that video, please give it a like, consider subscribing, and please do feel free to check out my back catalogue of other videos. Cheers.